This is an unseen of Sallust, paragraph 29 on page 283 in your text. Here's your subject, this power. Here's your verb, permittitur, is permitted. After that, it gets kind of foggy. Let's do a scan here. This power, through the Senate, by custom of the Romans, to a magistrate, because that's dative there, the greatest, and this actually goes all the way back to potestas, is permitted. So this is a simple sentence, but its tone is hard to get, because this maxima, it's modifying as a predicate. So the way we say this is the greatest power permitted to a Roman magistrate by the Senate according to custom. Whew. So we have to actually twist it around quite a bit to make it work for English. Although in Latin, again, this modifies potestas and this modifies potestas, but because of the word position, it's really saying something very powerful. This power is permitted, and it is the greatest. So saying two things at once. And then this part afterwards is pretty straightforward, because we're talking about this potestas that's being permitted. So the question is, what is the potestas, the power? It's all expressed in infinitives. To raise an army, to wage war. Let's see. Here's the third one. Well, there's third here, sorry. To force, and we'll get into this mess in a sec. And number 4, to have. So 4 infinitives, they're all, present, active, infinitives. And they're basically all describing the power that a Roman magistrate is entrusted with under the extreme decree. Extreme decree. This is martial law. This is the Senatus Consultum Ultimum that we have seen in Cicero. Okay, so to create an army, that's the direct object of that. To wage war, that's the direct object of that. And to coercere, to basically to boss around, to what did I say? Control. That's a pretty good translation. To control, here's your direct object here, the allies and the citizens. Remember, this is ES. Sallust has a slightly different dialect when he's writing. So ES and IS are the same. So there's your direct objects there. To control the allies and the citizens in every way. Omnibus modis. This is an ablative of manner. Manner, sorry. Ridiculous. And here's this infinitive phrase is quite long. To have judicium summum. And I said for that, if you look down here in the notes, don't know if you can read this, imperium summum, absolute power. Something like that, but we've got summum imperium and summum judicium, so this is military absolute power, and judicium summum is judicial absolute power. And then 2 other aspects here, over the home and over the military. So domestic affairs here, military affairs here, and they're both in the dative. Aliter. Otherwise, without the people's order, the permission of none of these things is for the consul. How about this? The consul has no privilege of any of these things without an order of the people. So the order of the people, populi iusu, still very important. In a weird way, the Senate couldn't really make laws. They could only issue decrees, whereas the populace could actually make laws. And here's that tiny word ius, juris, neuter. It's like permission, right, or law. Complicated word there. And this, that's genitive. It's an irregular genitive, one of many, like ilius and huius, nullus nullius.